Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Pearson, your elementary ELL teacher. Today we're going to review the vocabulary words from the story The Mysterious Tadpole by Steven Kellogg. So what you will need is a piece of paper, and you're going to number your paper 1 to 16. So for this lesson today, you need to get a piece of paper, a pencil, and you need to write numbers 1 through 16. Even if you don't have a pencil, you could use a crayon or a marker. Just make sure you have something to write with. So let's get started and review the vocabulary words. A, ordinary. B, control. C, cage. D, upset. E, sensible. F, confused. G, training. And H, suspiciously. So what you will do on your paper after numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on is just write the correct vocabulary word. You don't even need to write the letter, just the word. So for every lesson, we have a learning target. That means our goal for the lesson. And each lesson is like climbing a learning mountain. And we want to get to the top. So here's our learning target. I can use pictures and context clues to fill in the word that best fits each sentence. So read it along with me again. I can use pictures and context clues to fill in the word that best fits each sentence. So success criteria, that's what it says right here, success criteria. That means how will you know you're successful at reaching your learning target? So this is our roadmap to success. I will read each sentence or group of words. I will choose the vocabulary word that best fits each sentence. I will write the correct word on my whiteboard or paper. And again, you only need to write the word, not the letter, just the word. So number 1, I was very blank when I lost my favorite doll. I was very blank when I lost my favorite doll. I was very ordinary. I was very control. I was very cage, or I was very upset. What word fits that sentence the best? Look at the picture clue. How does that girl look to you? How do you think she feels when she couldn't find her favorite doll? And where's the word in the sentence? I was very blank. The answer is I was very upset when I lost my favorite doll. Upset. U-P-S-E-T. Spell that on your paper. Upset. Number 2. I looked at my dog blank when I saw the muddy paw prints. I looked at my dog sensible when I saw the muddy paw prints. I looked at my dog confused. I looked at my dog training, or I looked at my dog suspiciously. What makes best sense in that sentence, given where the word is and based on the pictures you see? Well, I would say that the dog is acting very suspiciously. I looked at my dog suspiciously when I saw the muddy paw prints. Suspicious is the root word, and ly at the end makes it suspiciously. 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 Number 3. Some people might think that an blank day is boring. Some people might think that an ordinary day is boring. Some people might think that an control day is boring. Some people might think that an cage day is boring. Or some people may think that an upset day is boring. What makes the most sense in that sentence, given where the word is in the sentence, the context, and given the picture? Ordinary. Some might think that an ordinary day is boring. Ordinary. Ordinary. Some people might think that an ordinary day is boring. Number 4, you have to have special blank if you want to be a firefighter. You have to have special sensible if you want to be a firefighter. You have to have special confused if you want to be a firefighter. You have to have special training if you want to be a firefighter, or you have to have special suspiciously if you want to be a firefighter. What makes best sense in that sentence, given the pictures we have and where the word is in the sentence? You have to have special training. You have to have special training if you want to be a firefighter. Yes, you do have to train to become a firefighter. So the root word is train, Train, to train something, and ing is training, Training, training. Number 5, it is hard to blank a wild horse. So what would make sense in this sentence given the picture clues of a wild horse and where the word is in the sentence? It is hard to ordinary a wild horse. It is hard to control a wild horse. It is hard to cage a wild horse, or it is hard to upset a wild horse. What would make best sense given the context of the picture and where the word is in the sentence? Control. It is hard to control a wild horse. You might also think it's hard to cage a wild horse, but we don't usually put horses in cages, but we may try to control them. We put them in a corral, which is like a fence. So it's hard to control a wild horse. Control, Control, control. Number 6, Sam was blank by the directions on the map. So let's look at the picture clues. And where is the word in the sentence? Sam was sensible by the directions on the map. Sam was confused by the directions on the map. Or Sam was training by the directions on the map. Or Sam was suspiciously by the directions on the map. What makes best sense given our picture clues and where the word is in the sentence? Sam was confused. Confused means you don't understand. Confused is the past tense, confused. Sam was confused by the directions on the map. Confused. Number 7, at night, you need to keep your pet parrot in a blank. What would make best sense given the picture clues and where the word is in the sentence? What would make best sense? At night, you need to keep your pet parrot in a ordinary. At night, you need to keep your pet parrot in a control. At night, you need to keep your pet parrot in a cage. Or at night, you need to keep your pet parrot in an upset. What makes best sense? At night, you need to keep your pet parrot in a cage. And remember, it has the magic E at the end, makes the A say its name, cage, Cage, cage. Number 8, I wanted to talk to a blank person when I needed help making a decision. So look closely at the picture and think about where the word is in the sentence. I wanted to talk to a blank person when I needed help making a decision. Use your context clues. I wanted to talk to a sensible person. I wanted to talk to a confused person. I wanted to talk to a training person, or I wanted to talk to a suspiciously person. The word is sensible. I wanted to talk to a sensible person when I needed help making a decision. Do you remember what sensible means? You're able to make a good choice and you choose wisely. Sensible, Sensible. Sensible. Sense is the root word, full of sense. To be sensible comes from that. Number 9, a driver should have blank when steering a car. A driver should have ordinary, a driver should have control, a driver should have cage, or a driver should have upset. What makes best sense in that sentence? A driver should have control when steering a car. Control. 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 A driver should have control when steering a car. That is for sure. Number 10. A mystery, puzzle, or maze might make you feel this. Might make you feel sensible, confused, training, or suspiciously. How would a mystery or a puzzle make you feel? Especially this type of puzzle, a very difficult puzzle. It's confused. The root word is confuse, and confused, E with a D at the end, means it's in past tense, confused. Number 11, what is a synonym for unhappy or sad? What is a synonym for unhappy or sad? A synonym means the same. Would it be ordinary, control, cage, or upset? What is a word that also means unhappy or sad? Ordinary, control, cage, or upset? Upset. Up and set. UPSET. Upset. Number 12. What is a synonym for distrust or doubtful? Remember, a synonym means a word that means the same or similar. What is a synonym, a word that means the same, for distrust or doubtful? Sensible, confused, training, or suspiciously? Suspiciously. The root word is suspicious, then it has the ly at the end. Suspiciously. 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 Number 13. A dog that could talk would not be this. And it says, hello, yes, this is dog. A dog that could talk would not be ordinary, control, cage, or upset. So it's like the opposite. Would not be ordinary, 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 ordinary. Number 14. What is a synonym for instruction and practice? What is a synonym for instruction or practice? Meaning, what is the same thing? Sensible, confused, training, or suspiciously? It is training because look at the cat up there is training the dog, and the girl is training her dog here. Training. Train is the root word with the ing. Training. Training. Number 15. If you are a pet hamster, you probably live in this. If you are a pet hamster, you probably live in this. So where do pet hamsters live? Ordinary, control, cage, or upset? You got it, cage with the magic E, C-A-G-E, cage. Magic E or the silent E makes the A say its name, cage. Look at the picture. And here's our last one. What is an antonym opposite of silly and foolish? The opposite. Sensible, confused, training, or suspiciously. Well, the opposite of silly and foolish is sensible, full of sense. That's our root word, sense, sensible. Sensible, sensible. Nice work. You've mastered your vocabulary words. Now let's give yourself a reflection grade. How do you think you did? I can with the learning target, I can use pictures and context clues to fill in the word that best fits each sentence. Would it be 4? Do you think you got a 4? I could teach this lesson. I easily selected all the correct vocabulary words that fit each sentence. Would it be 3? I was able to select most of the correct vocabulary words that fit each sentence. 2, I was able to select some of the correct vocabulary words that fit each sentence. Or 1, I was not able to select any of the correct vocabulary words that fit each sentence. How do you think you did? Well, our goal is to get a 3 or a 4, but if you got lower, there's always next time. Just keep practicing. Thanks, boys and girls. Have a great day.